Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Danielle Dorch. I run this channel, Comfortable Spaces, and I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. And one of the things that I love about affordable living is trying to really stretch a dollar and really make our money go a nice long way. So I have recently, over the past few years, really tried to do my best to not buy brand new decor for my home, but to head out to the thrift store or the antique store and find some really unique and fun pieces that can make my house very cozy and comfortable without having to spend a ton of money. So let's get into this video, which, if you haven't guessed yet, is a thrift haul. So this is sort of like my winter thrift haul for 2023, the beginning of 2023, and it's a little bit of a collected thrift haul. Not all of the stuff I've bought extremely recently. Some of it I bought like over the past few months and whatnot, and I didn't really have a whole bunch of stuff until recently that I really felt like I could do an appropriate length haul for all of you guys. So I'm going to show you all the different things that I have been collecting over the past few months, and I'm going to start off with these beautiful candlesticks. Now, if you saw my home decorate with me, or my winter decorate with me actually video, let me take the candles out of it first. You saw my winter decorate with me video, which I will have linked below. Then you probably already saw these in the video. I got these right around Thanksgiving, actually. I got these down in Florida at a Habitat for Humanity. I was shopping with my mom and I just love them. They were actually sitting next to each other on the shelf, and I absolutely love that they were like the same exact color kind of combo. Like, they're obviously both brass, but sometimes brasses can be brighter or darker or like kind of all over the place. I love that they were like the same exact hue, so they go very nicely together, but they're like completely opposite looking things. So I think that that is such a fun accent. Sometimes I don't always love to be super matchy with having things the exact same height or like basically replicas of each other. I like to have something that's like a little bit different, a little bit more fun. So these were $2 a piece and I absolutely love them. We had them up in our master bedroom all throughout Christmas, and then I brought them down here for winter time, and they've been sitting on our front radiator ever since, and I just love them. They give such a lovely, cozy, relaxing feel, and they're not super ornate or like over the top, which I really enjoy when I'm trying to find home decor. So the next thing that I thrifted actually a couple of months ago as well is this lovely and beautiful picture frame. Now, it is quite large. Look at that monster. Isn't she beautiful? And you can totally see the reflection out my window, but here's the thing. I'm not in love with this print. I actually got it specifically for the frame. You can kind of see the frame a little bit closer up there. I thought it was just a really pretty texture, a really nice style and design without being like too ornate or too crazy. And I have been on the hunt specifically for a very kind of oddball-esque frame like this for a while, because I have this beautiful watercolor painting that my grandmother did for my husband literally years ago now. I think it was like 5 or 6 years ago, and we have been trying to get it in a frame. Now, I went to Hobby Lobby originally, I think it was like last year, and I looked into pricing for a custom frame for this beautiful piece of artwork, and they quoted me at like $250, and I was like, yeah, I don't want to pay that for a picture frame. It's just a picture frame. And then I was looking in like some magazines and stuff like that, and even like on the lower end of some more like custom-y frames, it was like $100 or something, $150, and I didn't want to pay for that either. So I've been on the hunt for the perfect size frame. Now, you can go like this with it, or you can go in this direction, and I will show you why, because I actually have the picture with me right here. But it is a perfectly square picture, which has been extremely hard to find a frame for. That's why it's taken us so long. Oh, also, while I was talking to Hobby Lobby, what I found out was even though the frames cost a gazillion dollars, they will do custom matting for you for $15 only. So if you bring in a frame that you have found, then they will put in a custom mat around the picture for you for $15. So I was like, that's way more up my alley. So I found this frame at Goodwill. It was $3.99. And this is the stunning picture. It is a vintage truck. I think it's a Ford, actually. It doesn't say in the picture, but this was actually drawn from something from life that we saw when we were up in Vermont at one of our favorite spots. My grandparents go up to Vermont like basically every year for a couple of months to watch the leaves change. And I just thought this would be so stunning with this frame around it. And then it's gonna have a bit of a custom mat, like a little bit taller at the top and the bottom, but that's okay. Or we could even flip it this way. It fits just the same in this direction. So we can kind of play with it and have fun, but I love this piece of art. I've wanted to have it framed and in our home for so long now, and I'm really excited that we found a really nice frame. And other than just the design itself, I think I'm gonna grab some rub and buff and kind of do like a little DIY thrift flip on this frame and spruce it up and make it look lovely for that beautiful piece of art that I've been wanting to get up into my home for so long now. So the next thing I actually found more recently, and I saw it at a local thrift shop. It's called 2nd Ave Thrift. I think there are some chains of them, at least on the East Coast there are. And I found this beautiful, it's like antique brass. It's like this antique brass frame, but I just love how delicate this is. It's so simple, it's so simplistic. I found a frame very similar to this my Christmas thrift haul, and I've had that up in our home ever since I purchased it, and I absolutely love it. So my thought with this frame, if you have been paying attention to my channel or this is not your first time around, you know that we are in the middle of renovating our master bedroom on the 3rd floor of our home, and we are doing an entire series about that. I will also have that linked below, but this frame I thought would be so perfect for that room. We don't have any decor or anything kind of set up for that space yet, so I've kind of had my eye out for how I want to decorate it and just make it seem super lovely and cozy. And what I love about frames like this, they're just simple 8x10s, and then you can go onto Etsy, which is what I did with the last frame, and I found a beautiful painting for like $2.99 or $2.50, something so simple like that. And I had it printed out at our local drugstore and put it into the frame, and it looks so beautiful. It adds such a lovely piece of art, so I thought that would be perfect for this frame, so I can kind of keep it in our beautiful space upstairs and even change the picture out every time the seasons change. I can do like a nice winterscape right now, or do something nice in spring, like for the upcoming spring months. You kind of have a good time with it, and I love the idea of being able to change out artwork so that you can enjoy it. And again, what I said earlier, what I love about this frame is just how petite and beautiful it is. It just gives me all the fun, like vintage vibes. The next thing that I found is also supposedly my thought is gonna go up into our new bedroom, but it is this beautiful print. Now this one I actually bought for the print. I thought the print was just so beautiful. My husband and I love botanicals. We have a subscription to a botanical garden that we love to try to go to throughout the entire year. They always have different neat things throughout the seasons, and I just thought this was such a lovely print. Let me see if I can get it without the glare. I thought this was such a lovely print. And the opposite issue, the frame is okay. Like, I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's definitely like, whereas the last one I showed you was an actual metal frame, this is definitely a wood frame that has been painted gold, so I might just throw some rub and buff on this as well so that it gets to be more of the color that I want. Again, I don't hate it. I'm like sitting on it. I don't love it, I don't hate it, but I think it'll be so incredibly beautiful in our new master. And yeah, like I said, I've been keeping my eye out for beautiful pieces like this. And this one I got for $3 at a local thrift shop that I do not believe is a chain, but it's connected to like a local charity, which I love to shop there because of that, because I think it's fun to give back. Now, stepping away from pictures for a little bit, I did find these two bowls that I just thought were so beautiful. If you saw my fall thrift haul, I got a mixing bowl that was basically the same exact pattern, and I just love this pattern. I love that like very simple, like navy blue colors, blue stripes kind of deal. These were only $1 a piece at, again, that local thrift shop that has the charity attached to it. And I thought these would be super perfect for like cereal or oatmeal or anything like that. We don't have a ton of cereal bowls. I know, like, it's weird to collect bowls for like specific foods, but like we have our dinner bowls that are more like for soup or for pasta or for like larger items, but you don't always specifically want to use like a ginormous bowl for like a little bit of oatmeal in the morning. So we only have, I think, 4 or 5 bowls that are that size, which means we cycle through them quite quickly. So I just thought this would be a nice little added thing to our collection so that, you know, as we grow as a family, we have enough bowls for everybody to eat out of. So the next thing that I got this for our new son's nursery. And I had already like paid for my stuff at the thrift shop. I was leaving, walking out the door, and then I saw this in the window and I immediately went back. But I don't know if I've talked about like what I want the theme. I don't really like the idea of themes. I like concepts more than like themes, because I feel like when you say theme, you end up getting like really crazy, like cartoony-esque type deals. That's not really what I'm going for. I'm going for more like a concept, and the concept is like vintage sports. I have a lot of navy blue and white, like the concept of like vintage Yankee pinstripes sort of feel to his room. But I want to do like all different sports on the walls, like maybe old newspapers or something like that. And then we've been collecting older pieces of sports equipment so that we can hang those on the wall as well. And this is not old. This is from the 90s. It's not old, people. But I just thought this little wooden baseball bat was so stinking cute. It'd be so perfect in his room. And when I brought it home, my husband was like, I have basically the same exact thing somewhere in storage. So I was like, that's crazy. So he is gonna get his out, and we're gonna do like one of those XC crossy things with the little baseball bats, hang that up on our son's wall. And I just thought that would be such a cute little touch to his nursery, and just a fun little piece of decor for him to enjoy over the years, and hopefully not take off the wall and try to beat up his brother with, but you never know with 2 boys. Okay, so the next piece that I got was actually this beautiful little basket, and I love the color of this. I loved the weave of it. It was just so beautiful. I thought it had such a great amount of texture. I like that there's like multiple kind of colors going out through it. And I have a very specific purpose for this basket. We have like slightly started to potty train our first son. He's only 1 year old, but like he really understands the concept of using the potty. So we've been working on that for the past like month or 2. And so I thought this would be such a great thing to put, like he has like little highlights magazines and stuff like that, and like little books, and we usually keep them in the bathroom, and they kind of entertain him while he's like trying to use the potty and whatnot. And I just thought this would be such a sweet, not sorry if that's a little TMI, like we're talking about potty training and whatnot, but like real life people, like it's nice to have a little decorative piece for some of your collected items like that. So I thought this would be super perfect to have all of his little magazines, all of his little books, and we can keep this tucked into the corner in the bathroom out of the way, and just pull it out whenever it is we want to use it or need it. And I mean, we have a lot of potty training in our future. Like this will not be our first rodeo. Like we will continue to have multiple potty training situations after our first son. Well, at least our second son will also need to be potty trained. You understand what I'm getting at. And after that is all done, it can still work as a nice little book basket or something like that in the future. It could also work as a really nice decorative piece just within your home decor in general. So we'll see where it goes after it's held books for a little while, but I'm excited for this. I just thought it was so beautiful and I couldn't pass it up. Okay, home stretch, friends. So this is the very last piece that I got. I actually got this a few months ago as well, and then Christmas happened and I got so busy with life I did not have an opportunity to work on it, but it is another item that I want to actually flip. And side note, if you're interested in something like a thrift flip video, please let me know in the comments below and I can absolutely make that happen for you guys because I find those to be super fun. I love when people find items that they have a vision for and then you get to watch their vision like come to life throughout a video. So I think that's really cool. But I saw this beautiful piece and I honestly think it's homemade. It looks homemade from just like the nails and whatnot in it, but it is a shelf with like these little hooks on the bottom. And I love, there's like a beautiful knot in the wood right there. It just has so much character to it. And, and I thought this would be really, really beautiful fixed up in our kitchen. So I wanna have like maybe little bowls or salt and pepper shakers or like whatever it might be on the top, and then maybe have some aprons and or trivets or tea towels on the bottom. I'm not 100% sure, but I just really felt like this would be such a fun piece to decorate and kind of dress up in our kitchen. And we have this big open wall when you first walk into the kitchen with literally nothing on it. I actually have another painting that I did a thrift flip with from my grandma. Like, she did the painting, I did the frame. I love how it came out. So I thought the two of those pieces would be really beautiful next to each other on this open wall that we have nothing on currently. And yeah, I was really excited when I found this, and this was, I think it was like $4.99. Yep, I'm absolutely correct. I got it for $4.99 at the Goodwill, and I am really, really excited to kind of dress this up and see what we can do with it, where we can place it, and how it can add some nice ambiance to our kitchen. So thank you guys so much again for watching. I so appreciate it. If you are brand new around here, please consider subscribing and hitting the like button. It really does help my channel, and I love to have new friends on this journey that I can chat with and really talk about all things thrifted, home decor, affordable living, homemaking, all that kind of stuff. I am just so passionate about all of it. I make 2 videos a week about those topics. And if you want to become even better friends, definitely hit me up on social media, both on Instagram and Facebook at Comfortable Spaces. I would love to just chat with you more. Have an amazing day, friends, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Bye.